when I was walking in the hallway. And I'm gonna walk you through how I fix a skate blade if it gets loose. I've done this for our players often, and it's a really simple fix and one that does not require you going to a skate shop. You can do it at home. What you're gonna need is a piece of electrical tape, an X-Acto knife, and then I'm gonna walk you through it. Now, why would we want to make sure our blade is tight? Well, number one, I find it really annoying when I'm walking and I can hear my blades, clattering down the hallway. Number two, though, and more importantly, is we have these graphite bottoms in a skate, okay? And we spend all this time making our legs strong and able to put in force into the ice, right? So you think of the skating motion as we're driving the foot down and there's all this force going into the footbed and that force then goes in the ice. And then all of a sudden we have this blade that's loose. And to me, it just doesn't make sense. Why would we spend all this time on having this really, really hard footbed and then we have a blade that is loose and not able to give as much force production? So I'm gonna show you how we fix it. So I just fixed one and I was like, you know what? We should film this for all the people out there. How would I fix this skate blade that is loose? And you can hear that. So first, we're gonna pop it out. And what I have is I ripped a piece of electrical tape and there's a line on your steel. I wipe this off. There's going to be a little bit of a line there that kind of marks the center. So what I'm gonna try to do is dry the steel if it's wet. And then I'm gonna take this piece of tape, set this down, and I'm gonna put roughly 1/2 on this side. And it'll look like that, okay? So now that I have it on this side, I'm just gonna fold it over. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna trim it, okay? So now our steel is like this. We're gonna take it, we're gonna bring it back in the skate. And then for this part, typically grab a towel, just so you don't cut your hand, and we have it in there. So now, if I did it correctly, you'll see the blade is now tight. So the last step is, and again, if you're a kid watching this, please have your parents do this, is I'll take an X-Acto knife, and I'll turn it upside down, or a steak knife, and I'll just etch the tape. Okay, and then I can come in here. I'm actually able to peel that edge up. And then now, this will start to kind of peel back and you'll start to be able to rip it off. And again, you don't have to peel the edges off if you don't want to, but it's something I would prefer to clean it up. So I'll go in and I'll clean this edge up. And essentially I'm just scoring the tape, but not so much that I'm ruining my steel. And there you go. I peeled it off. And there you have it. So now I've kind of cleaned up the edge. Again, most importantly, we've tightened up the skate blade. And so that's a simple fix that I'll use with my players. If I notice that their steel is loose, a lot of times when they bring them in before a game, we'll sharpen their skates, get them all set up, and we'll check their steel to make sure everything is tight. If it's not, that's how we fix it.